Hey guys, welcome to the Blu-Review. Today we're talking about Roadhouse from MGM and 20th Century Fox Home Entertainment. Here's the thing. In the 1980s, it was all about the kind of cheesy action movies. A bunch of white guys attempting to do martial arts that really hadn't been trained in them. And Roadhouse kind of plays heavily into that kind of a film. There are parts where it's just kind of like, what the hell? And then there are parts where it really works. Patrick Swayze plays this guy who goes from town to town, and he takes the job as like the head bouncer at the most dangerous, bottom of the barrel nightclubs and roadhouses, which are basically kind of roadside bars / restaurants and things like that. And then he works with the bouncers there and the owner in order to clean it up and to get it to be, a respectable place. And doing so, he pisses off the big shot in town played by Ben Gazzara. Now, I'm a huge fan of Ben Gazzara, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to check this out. Ben Gazzara is so good in this movie because, a lot of actors would come and they want like a ton of dialogue. And Ben Gazzara just seems like he just kind of keeps cutting his dialogue out and does everything with like looks and just subtle motions, and it just adds so much weight to the character. I mean, he's so badass he doesn't even have to say anything. He's so good in this movie, I can't even begin to express. I liked his character a lot, even though he is kind of the bad guy, just because of how good he was. If you like kind of cheesy 80s movies, I think you're going to like Roadhouse. It's a good movie. It really is, despite its kind of cheesiness and its kind of cliched things a little bit more. But for what it was, I thought Roadhouse was a lot of fun. And Kelly Lynch is in this one from Fringe. And so if you want to see her boobies, you can. As far as the transfer is concerned, I thought it was pretty solid. It was very, the best part about this, I think, were the colors. It was a very vibrant transfer, and I really thought that the colors sort of stood out much more maybe than the detail. Even though I think it was a decent enough transfer, there was a couple of issues on it. They didn't really bother me that much. Maybe they will you. I don't know. I thought it was pretty decent, so I'm going to give it about a 4. But it does have a good soundtrack, and on those things, I could recommend you certainly checking it out. And if you're a huge fan of Roadhouse, I think this is definitely a good transfer. It has a great audio track, which it comes with a DTS HD Master Audio as well as Dolby Digital. But they left all of the special features off of this disc, and I just think that's kind of really stupid. If you can find this one for $10, I'd recommend checking it out. Otherwise, give it a rent if you haven't seen it. Peace.